Hi, welcome to the Rose at Home channel. I'm Rose, I am at home, and I am so incredibly glad that you are joining me today. I'm going to be leaving for book club really soon, but before I go, I really wanted to spend a little bit of time with you and talk about the books that I picked up at the Barnes & Noble 50% off sale. They tend to do this every year at the end of summer, and they are hardcover books that are on sale for 50% off. They're not the newest releases, they are things that came out earlier in the calendar year. So these are things that came out a few months ago that I had on my list. Now I know I have a lot of books behind me. One of the ways that I am able to have so many books is I do really look for these sales. I really take advantage of any percentage off sales that I can find. And I also don't let myself buy something that just looks good because it's on sale. I keep a list of things when they come out. I do a lot of research and looking up new things as they're coming out, and so I have a to-buy list in my Goodreads. If you are interested in how I keep my Goodreads organized and keep my to-buy list versus my owned list and all of that, let me know and I can do like a Goodreads walkthrough. I see that question a lot online in different book groups, and so I'm more than happy to do it if anyone is interested in that. But anyway, so I made myself only pick up things that I already had marked as a to-buy. I didn't want to go in and go ham. I already have quite a lot of books, and I know there are a lot of things coming up, and that this was kind of a slower month for books, especially after my Book of the Month Club haul, because pretty much anything that I wanted that came out this month, I was able to get through my Book of the Month. So I was able to get 3 things that had came out earlier that I had been wanting since then, but I got them at half price for the hardcover. And just in case this needs to be said, this is not sponsored. Barnes & Noble doesn't know they really don't know I exist, because even after trying to contact customer service, I'm still having trouble with them verifying my email address. So yeah, they got no idea who I am. Anyway, the first book that I picked up is The God of Endings, and this has absolutely been on my list since it came out. I know I've already said that. It's Jacqueline, Holland. That is the neatest cover. I love that. That's just so cool looking and intriguing. So Colleen Lessange is a lonely artist who heads an elite fine art school for children in upstate New York. Her youthful beauty masks the dark truth of her life. She has endured centuries of turmoil and heartache in the wake of her grandfather's long ago decision to make her immortal like himself. Now in 1984, Colette finds her life upended by the arrival of a gifted child from a troubled home, the return of a stalking presence from her past, and her own mysteriously growing hunger for blood. Combining brilliant prose with breathtaking suspense, Jacqueline Holland's The God of Endings serves as a larger exploration of the human condition in all its complexity, asking us the most fundamental question: is life in this world a gift or a curse? That sounds amazing. I'm getting a little Addie LaRue and a little, maybe some vampires. I don't know. But this sounds so good. I'm really excited to get it, especially in hardcover and at that price. The second thing I picked up, I'm not going to read the description of because it is the second in what I believe is going to be a trilogy. But it is The World We Make by N.K. Jemisin. It is the follow-up to The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. I believe I've read it. The short story that kind of is a precursor to all of this is in How Long Till Black Future Month, which is a book of short stories from N.K. Jemisin. So I have that, I've read that, that got me into this. So this is part 2, so I can't tell you what happens in here because that will spoil part 1. I am going to read the description from the first one in the series, so that's not what's in the book that's on sale, but the book that's on sale is the second in the I'm repeating myself. So the first one, so that you have an idea what this series is about. In Manhattan, a young grad student gets off the train and realizes he doesn't remember who he is, where he's from, or even his own name. But he can sense the beating heart of the city, see its history and feel its power. In the Bronx, a Lenape gallery director discovers strange graffiti scattered throughout the city, so beautiful and powerful. It's as if the paint is literally calling to her. In Brooklyn, a politician and mother finds she can hear the songs of her city pulsing to the beat of her Louboutin heels. And they're not the only ones. Every great city has a soul. Some are as ancient as myths, and others are as new and destructive as children. New York City, she's got 6. So it's basically cities have souls, cities are alive in a sense of that. And so it starts here, and then we go into the second one, which is part of this sale. So if this sounds interesting, it's definitely sci-fi fantasy. It's adult fantasy in the style of the prose and the complexity of the writing, and it's brilliant. And so if you don't have this series, you can get one and then get the second one 50% off, and that gets you caught up. And this one, and I'm gonna admit, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to read it because it is a chunker. It is Age of Vice by Deepti Kapoor, I think is how it's pronounced. And yeah, this is gonna be a special one for me, but ever since this came, I'll be honest, the cover did not intrigue me to the point where I almost didn't look into it, but when it first came out, it kept showing up on lists of things that people had been looking forward to. So then I looked into it, I was like, I know, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that sounds amazing. So, okay. This is the Age of Vice, where pleasure and power are everything, and the family ties that bind can also kill. New Delhi, 3 a.m. A speeding Mercedes jumps the curb, and in the blink of an eye, 5 people are dead. It's a rich man's car, but when the dust settles, there's no rich man at all. Just a shell-shocked servant who cannot explain the strange series of events that led to this crime. Nor can he foresee the dark drama that is about to unfold. Deftly shifting through time and perspective in contemporary India, Age of Vice is an epic, action-packed story propelled by the seductive wealth, startling corruption, and bloodthirsty violence of the Wadia family, loved by some, loathed by others, feared by all. In the shadow of lavish estates, extravagant parties, predatory business deals, and calculated political influence, 3 lives become dangerously intertwined. AJ is the watchful servant, born into poverty, who rises through the family's ranks. Sonny is the playboy heir who dreams of outshining his father, whatever the cost. And Nita is the curious journalist caught between morality and desire. Against a sweeping plot fueled by loss, pleasure, greed, yearning, violence, and revenge, will these characters' connections become a path to escape or a trigger of further destruction? Equal parts crime thriller and family saga, transporting readers from the dusty villages of Uttar Pradesh to the urban energy of New Delhi. Age of Vice is an intoxicating novel of gangsters and lovers, false friendships, forbidden romance, and the consequences of corruption. It is binge-worthy entertainment at its literary best. I am here for that. That sounds amazing. It's long, so I don't know when I'll be able to get to it, but I'm so glad to have it. I'm so glad it's here that I can pick it up, and I've got a feeling I am going to absolutely love this. Okay, so like I said, I didn't get that much. I only wanted things that were already on my list as wants, and I managed to stick to that. Now, if you're interested in this sale, it does go until September 4th. I might end up getting a few other things. I'm planning not to. Like I said, there are a lot of things that are coming out in September and October and November. Oh my goodness, November. I'm really excited for those. So I think the plan right now is to kind of hold back because I think I have everything from the past that I'm looking for. These videos are gonna stay kind of short for a little while. I hope that's okay. My goal right now, I know they say like, oh, don't worry about consistency, just make them all amazing. I can't. I hope this was amazing for you, but my goal is I love being able to talk to you twice a week, but I'm not gonna be able to do 30-minute videos for a hot minute. minute. It's gonna take me a little time, and I also need to take care of me and refresh my batteries as much as I can. So I have some ideas for shorter videos. This just worked out this way, that there were only 3 in that box, and I thought that's a great way to get in a short video today while I'm doing all of the other things I need to do to get ready for the upcoming week. So I hope more than anything in the world that you have an amazing week. And I really hope that you are able to read some amazing books. Bye, y'all.